Hey guys, it's Scotty at Old South Custom Guitars. I said I'd do some things for people who are doing their own finishes, some products we use, some things we do around here to make life easier. I talked today about some buffing things. Of course, we have buffing wheel. Maybe you don't have a buffing wheel, but you may be buffing with an arbor and a drill or something like that. If you're doing very many guitars, get you a shop fox or something cheaper like that to buff your guitars out. It makes life so much easier. But our buffing wheels, we use Landsmax. I think it's pretty much used by all the major manufacturers as well. We start off with the pink Landsmax, and there's a tan Landsmax, and for a final we got an ultra finish number 15. Had a fella, Keith Densmore, he wanted a finish done, and but we got time to do finishes for people between guitar bills and such. We take some on every now and then. He wanted this blonde. You can see it turned out really good. But we go with that Landsmax, and whenever you buff with a wheel, you always want to let it set for a little while because it does heat the lacquer. This is lacquer, this body is. It does heat it up, make it soft. So, I let it set for a day before I mess with it anymore. And then all that residue that you might have some residue from the buffing wheels. I come back next with some Imperial hand glaze. Now this has been around for a long time. I can remember my brother painting hot rods and such, late 70s, early 80s. I can remember Imperial hand glaze being around then, and boy, it puts a shine. If there's some slight little imperfections, it fills in, from the wheel or buffing pad, whatever you're using. But I go with that next. If you're going to put any type of wax on it, I'd go with that after the hand glaze. But a lot of times I don't wax anything. It just depends. That you can pick that up at like a Napa or whatever type of auto parts store you have. You can find it. I think Meguiar's makes a glaze too. I can't really speak for that. I just know you can't hardly go wrong with the 3M stuff. But yeah, if you're doing your own buffing or whatever, there's ways to make it easier. Always sand it flat. All that prep work you've done before you painted, man, it pays off, and it pays off in the end. And that's it for today, probably. We got of course, our website's up, oldsouthguitars.com. We just did some sound demos of some guitars, had some people sitting in. Check us out, man, oldsouthguitars.com, and I'll be back in a week or so with maybe some more products or tips to help you out, and we appreciate it. Thanks.